Are you planning a trip to Busan and are looking for the perfect 2-day itinerary? Well, in this video is for you. Now we're gonna start off day 1 at the Gamcheon Culture Village. Now, this hillside neighborhood is famous for its brightly painted houses, murals, cute cafes and art everywhere, and it's just incredible to look at. And one thing I recommend you do in this village is grab something to drink at a nice rooftop cafe and just relax there for a bit and admire and soak in the view of these beautiful, colorful houses stocked up against the hillside. And make sure to go off the main road a bit to explore some of the more quiet and hidden areas of this village, which is still as beautiful with just a lot less people in them. And it's free to enter, which makes it even better. And I would set off around 2 to 3 hours of exploring this beautiful village. So anyways, after you've done at the Gamcheon Culture Village, it's time for lunch, and there's no better place to do that than at the Jalgaji fish market. And a trip to Busan is not complete without visiting one of Korea's largest seafood markets. And once you get to this market, you will see rows of vendors selling pretty much anything you will be able to think of, and you can try so many different fish. And if you're up for it, you can also try this cool, famous live octopus dish, which was pretty cool, although it is a bit expensive, coming in at around 30,000 won for a medium portion, but it was still a cool experience that you could have. So if you're a fan of seafood, this market is 100% something you should check out, but even if you aren't, it's still a nice place to just stop by and have a look. So anyways, after you've done at the Jalgaji fish market, we're gonna head for a quick 15-minute walk northeast up to the Yeongdong-sa Park to visit the famous Busan Tower. Now located in the heart of Busan, we have the Busan Tower. Now the tower stands at about 120 meters tall, and it offers some of the best views of the city you could ask for. And to mention, the entrance fee to this tower is about 12,000 won, which is around 8 USD, but it is totally worth it. And from the observatory deck, you will be able to get about a 360-degree panoramic view of the city skyline, harbor and mountains. Now there's quite a bit to see on the inside, so I would 100% recommend you actually enter it, but if you feel like just relaxing a bit more, you can also grab a drink at the Busan Tower Cafe or just walk around outside and relax in the park. And I would recommend you set off anywhere between 1 to 2 hours to exploring. And this is just a perfect midday stop, as it's not too tiring and it's just perfect for getting a sense of Busan's big layout, or I guess city layout. Now after you're done at the Busan Tower, get yourself over to the Songdo beach, because in the afternoon we're going to enjoy something a bit more quiet, which is a walk at the Songdo Cloud Trails, which is a glass-like walkway that stretches out over the ocean. Now the views of the coast, beaches and city skyline are honestly stunning from this skywalk, and the waves below are so relaxed sounding. And the reason we are coming here in the afternoon is because you might be able to have and watch a pretty cool sunset going out behind the ocean. So you will be able to see the sky turn dark and the city lights turn on. Now you will probably not need more than 45 minutes, so spend anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour here, which should probably be more than enough time. But make sure to not stay too long into the night here at the Songdo Cloud Trails, because we have one more thing to do. Now not far from the Cloud Trails, head over to the Songdo base station and get on the Songdo cable car. And a 2-way ticket for this cable cart will cost you as an adult 17,000 won, which is around 12 USD. Now this cable car takes you across the bay above the ocean, and it gives you some amazing views of the city on one side and the ocean on the other side. And once you get to the other side, you will be at this park area where you can grab some food and explore the Songdo Sky Park. But anyways, after so many amazing sights, make sure to get back to your hotel, maybe enjoy another dinner, and then get yourself some good rest, because tomorrow we of course have more sights to see. So anyways, you've just woken up, it's day 2, and we're gonna start off a bit earlier by visiting the Haedong-Yeonggong-sa Temple. Now built in 1376, this temple is built on the cliffs away from the city overlooking the ocean, and Haedong-Yeonggong-sa is unlike any other temple in Korea, which is why you should 100% visit it on your trip to Busan. Now you get colorful statues, peaceful courtyards and sounds of waves crashing below the temple, and I must say this temple is incredibly beautiful. And when you're gonna be visiting this temple, definitely get here before 10 AM, because at 10 AM all the tour buses with people arrive, so arrive early to beat the crowds. Now I would set off around 1 to 2 hours to exploring. Now you can easily spend a lot more time here, but 1 to 2 hours should probably be enough. So I would recommend you arrive at around 9 PM latest, just to make sure you have some quiet time at this temple. And the great thing is that visiting this temple is also free, which of course is another bonus. Now after you finish exploring this temple, head over to Jukdo Park for a short walk and some quiet downtime. Now Jukdo Park is a quieter spot compared to pretty much every other attraction we have done so far on the list, and due to this it is totally worth a visit. The park has some pathways you can walk down on, of course, benches to relax on and peaceful coastal views. And there's even an outdoor gym that you can train a bit at if you feel like it. And once you get there, make sure to walk all the way down to the tip and enjoy some of the beautiful views of the Busan city skyline and beautiful beaches. And this park is also the perfect place for you you to just slow down a bit and relax a bit on your trip. And I would set off around 45 minutes to exploring this park, so just a quick stop. And after you visited this park, you're probably gonna be quite hungry, so I would recommend to stop somewhere for some quick food. But anyways, after you're done eating, we're gonna be doing something different and a bit unique. So anyways, then get yourself over to Songdo Station and go on the Songjong Beach Train / Haeundae Blue Line Park Beach Train, as Odo calls it. Now this scenic coastal train is such a fun way to explore and watch the peaceful coastal side of Busan, and it's definitely something you should do if you're coming to Busan. Now this train will hug the shoreline and make stop at different viewpoints, like the skywalk that gives you some amazing views similar to the Songdo Cloud Trail, just way higher up and further away from the city. And also make sure to jump off at another station that is a bit more filled area / village / part of Busan, and walk around a bit and get yourself a full dinner and something to eat. Now I would recommend to start at the first station, of course, which is Sedong Station, and then leave at the final stop, which is Minpo Station. Now just to mention, this train can be very busy and quite full, but it is still totally worth it. So anyways, now that you're done with this train, we have one final activity for your trip in Busan, and that is to visit the Sea Life Busan Aquarium. And this aquarium is located right above the famous Haeundae Beach, which is just a short walk away from the beach train you just took, which makes this a perfect final thing to do. Now the Sea Life Busan Aquarium is one of Korea's largest aquariums, and it will cost you 30,000 won to enter, which is a little over 21 USD. And at this aquarium you will be able to see so much. You will be able to walk through underwater tunnels surrounded by sharks, rays, sea turtles and a lot more, and you will also be able to see so many different animals and even a penguin with a really funny name. And once you are at this aquarium, I would also highly recommend that you go on this boat ride thing, where you will be able to sit in a see-through plastic boat, allowing you to easily see all the fishes, sharks that are swimming below you. Now this ride will cost you another 10,000 won, but it is totally worth it. And for exploring this aquarium, I would recommend you set off at least another 2 to 3 hours of exploring. And after you're done at this aquarium, I would recommend you grab yourself a nice big dinner to end off your time in Busan. And if I can give yourself one food recommendation, I would recommend you try some Busan pig feet. So anyways guys, that is it for my 2-day Busan itinerary. Now there was and is so much to see in Busan, but I feel like the things I included in this itinerary will show you some of the most common and best sites in Busan in just 2 days. So anyways, let me know what your favorite things to do and see in Busan are in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.